Hi, I'm Yaya Bey, and I'm proud to be a part of the BMI family. The creative process for Tenfold is like a little bit different, or maybe a lot different than North Star, just in I work with more producers on this album, Tenfold, than I did on North Star. I made like most of that album just like at home by myself. I guess like I collaborated more this time, which is new for me. North Star like had more of like a theme. It was more thematic than this album. This album I kind of just made songs as I was living. I made Tenfold like literally like as I was living. It's my least premeditated album. Like I have a song called All Around Los Angeles that is me and my partner. When we go to LA, we rent Benzes off of Toro because it's like fairly cheap to do it. Like we don't own a Benz in real life, so we kind of like make believe while we're there, because we're usually there for like a week or something, you know, and we like staying in a nice place that is like nicer than the home we live in, and we drive a car that's nicer, and it's like a fantasy kind of song. Obviously, like my dad died, so that informed a lot of the music. I went to see Frankie Beverly. I'm a big Maze and Frankie Beverly fan, huge, massive fan. He was in Maryland. He was on tour with the Isley Brothers, but I couldn't make it. And then I thought like, oh, I'm never gonna, you know, because he's aging, and I was like, it's probably not possible. And then I had to go to LA for work, and he was there. Like, I mean, just serendipitously, I found out that he was like having a concert. So I went to see him. And so I have a song on the album called I Love You, Frankie Beverly, which is like kind of inspired by just the vibe. It's aspirational cookout music, because like the original cookout music, like I'll never do what the greats were doing, like my heroes, like make cookout music. Phyllis Hyman, Stephanie Mills, Maze, like there's like a certain genre of black music that falls under like every time black people have a cookout, this will at some point be played. And like obviously Maze, they're like the kings of that. One word to describe my musical style is spontaneous. I think honestly my approach as an artist overall is like do what I can with what I can. My confidence fluctuates in that. I'm not classically trained. I'm not like, I didn't have access to that as a resource. Like I'm self-taught in everything that I do. It stretches me thin too sometimes, because it's like, well, I don't have the money to like have a grand photo shoot, so I have to make the art myself. Everything is sort of like a DIY approach. And I take some pride in that too. Not to make everything about being black, but everything is about being black. We're good at that, you know. I've made a lot of album covers that were like collages, and I turned to collaging as a form of expression, but like out of necessity too. And then now I have photo shoots with me on the cover, which is a new thing that happened with the last album. This album cover, like we really threw it together based on like what do we think is fly. The thread throughout all of the projects, when I'm getting more resources or I have less resources, it's always just like I'm doing what I can with what I can. And even when I don't feel confident about it, I have references for like people who have made that work. Oh yeah, I got a crazy one. So if anyone ever really saw me like write a song, because I usually write in private, I probably look crazy because I pant back and forth across the floor. I said pant, I pace back and forth, that's the word. Yeah, I pace back and forth, and it's very strange. And I feel kind of strange doing it, but it's the only way that I can like feel it. Everything I do is like how I handle things, how I show up as a friend, how I perceive things, how I listen to music. It's weird, like how deeply you can know someone and be connected to someone. Cause like sometimes like when I be like vibing out to certain songs, I can even hear myself or feel myself listening to the music how he would. Cause my dad is also a musician, and like he taught me how to listen to music, how to appreciate it, what to listen for, how to be connected to it. So I don't think I could ever make an album that like his influence doesn't show up in. I keep learning this lesson to like not set goals for like what I want the listener to take. What I would say about this album, and people can hear it or not hear that, is that like this is where I was. But it's the best thing I could make at that time in my life. And that was what I was thinking. That was what I was feeling. It's human nature to fluctuate and to evolve. I might not even be, I probably won't be the person that I was when I made Tenfold when I have an opportunity to look back at it, you know. But this is what it is for right now, you know?